We are live. Almost,
Nice.
almost 3 hours later.
I know, man. And sorry about that. That was all me, like I was telling you. But here we are now, man.
It's cool, bro. It's cool.
Damn.
So, for those of you who don't know, this is my new live stream series I'm doing. TCI, the collector interviews, where I interview collectors all over, get to know 'em more and more, all that good stuff, how they started collecting. And this is episode 3, featuring Nakama Collectibles, the bro right here.
What's up,
Before I pass
everybody?
before I pass it off to him, I'm proud and honored to have him here because I've been a huge fan of his videos for 2 years already. Since I started collecting Funko Pops myself, I remember it's just like searching up like collectors on YouTube like 2 years ago, and I was like, oh, here's Nakama. Like, don't really know him, but like I'm gonna check out his videos, and I love how he does a little bit of everything, from Funko Pops, because he likes a little bit of everything, anime, Marvel, all that good stuff, and I'm just really honored to have him here because I consider him as a brother of mine already. Because we've been talking since I started my Instagram, my YouTube. It's been great to have this guy right here. Finally get to know him more and everything. Would you like to say something, Nakama?
Thanks, man. I'm humbled, and man, I'm honestly, uh, I can say all the same things to you, man. You're an incredible guy, and you know that, man. You're an awesome dude, and I know a lot of the bros that we hang out with, open packs and cards, they think the same exact way. So if I gotta say anything, y'all need to sub to AJ's channel right now if you're watching this, and yeah, I'm gonna spread the word too. I'll probably share it later on or in a bit as well. But thanks for having me, bro. I'm humble. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being here, bro. Appreciate it. All right. Before you got into collectibles, started collecting everything, what kind of person were you? Like, were you still into anime, like Marvel, and you were just like, oh, I want to collect this and that?
Yeah, I think anime has always been like a big part of my life. Like I've always seen anime, but I wasn't as hard as I was on as I am on it like right now. And it's mostly because of my wife. I think like after I met my wife, and well, we started dating and stuff like that, and then we got married. I think she got me even more into anime, and even I would say like collectibles. She introduced me to like a lot of cool things also when it comes to collectibles, like statues, and figures I didn't know about. Yeah, I kind of blame her. She for that. But yeah, besides that, I think anime has always been a big thing. I've always liked but with comic books, I guess not too much, but I've always liked your usual, like your MCU movies and stuff like that, and seeing DC. I've always liked that kind of stuff too. But yeah, anime I think is the biggest part of before even
So
like
like that's like your main thing to collect, right? Just anime. I mean, I know you collect other stuff, but like you're pretty much almost anime, right?
yeah, it's definitely, I would say 95% probably
Mm.
is going to be anime, like of the things that we have in our collection and stuff like that. Yeah,
No, that's cool.
definitely anime.
Now you say your wife got you into collecting. Did you? I mean, were you collecting anything before you met her? Before she got you into it?
um, Not really, to be honest with you. I think um I'm trying to think, and yeah, it's kind of hard to not. I want to say like maybe I had a couple manga books, and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, besides that, before that, I would say like right around the moment I met, because I met her like we back in around 2016, 2017 or something like that. We started dating. We clicked very quickly. And after that, I think we were together, we were dating, and I got my first Funko Pop. And I actually, oddly enough, This is the very first Funko Pop that I ever got right here.
Oh, that's cool.
It's so funny that I have it, but yeah, this is the very first pop that I ever got, and it was so funny because my wife got it. You know, we didn't even know about pops or anything like that, but she loves dogs, and she just saw it, and we were like, all right, we got it. Yeah, this is the Labrador from Pets.
Yeah.
It's a vaulted pop too. I'm like, what the heck? And yeah, I only have it out of the box. I don't know what we threw away the box a long time ago. But yeah. Um, yeah, overall, I think it all started with her. Now that you mentioned it.
Yeah. We all have someone to blame.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Did you ever think today, right now, you would have like maybe a room or your entire house filled with all of these collectibles?
No, that's the honest answer. I don't think so. Um, I think after meeting the community, definitely, meeting certain people and stuff like that that influence you or give you advice, that are part of the community, like the Funko community. Um, you just, I guess, you get more and more into it. But I never would have imagined having like a shelf, filled with like over 100 pops or whatever it is. Like I would have never imagined having a whole bunch of little figurines like Funko Pops, all over the wall. Or like even behind me right now, I got the 6-inch pops here, like
Yeah.
because I don't know where to put them. So yeah, I never imagined, to be honest with you, to that. Yeah, I was gonna have like a whole bunch of pops laying around.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like myself, I have over 400 now, and I have like 3 bins full on the top of my closet.
Yeah, yeah, it gets it gets to be a lot very quickly.
Yeah, definitely. Now you say the Labradoodle from Pets. That was your first Funko Pop.
Yeah.
Did you think like okay, this is cool. This attracts me to it. Like, did you pick it up like right away, or did you like hesitate a little or something like that?
Well, like I said, it wasn't even me. It was my wife because she's the one that loves she loves dogs and stuff like that and animals. So she was like, oh, girls, it's cute,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
little dog or whatever. And she saw it, we bought it. But to be honest, yeah, I didn't even think about that, or I was just like, oh, okay, we'll buy that. You like it, so we'll get it. But yeah, that was it. I didn't think much about it, to be honest. I would say I started collecting seriously, like Funko Pops and stuff that I wanted to collect in 2018, like around SDCC,
mhm,
around that time, SDCC 2018. Hmm.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, for me that was like my first con too.
Mm. Yeah, I remember that was a year that Broly, if I remember
Yes,
correctly, Broly was released. I don't know if Vegeta also. I don't remember, but I remember for sure the Broly because that's the one I mostly wanted, and I didn't get it. I got it later.
I think it was the Daddy Yamcha.
Oh yeah, he was part of it too, huh? Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
right. He was part of the same year. You're
yeah.
right.
It's, do you ever see yourself collecting for 5 or 10 more years, or you think at one point you're just gonna stop?
I want to say definitely, like in the next 5 to 10 years, and the reason why is because it's not only me now. It's both my wife and I. It's Leslie and I.
Mm.
Um, but I think for me also, I can say me personally, it's become kind of a lifestyle already. Just kind of like the same thing with all of us. It becomes a part of who we are. Like you go to the store, Walmart, and
Definitely.
yeah, like you go immediately to the pop aisle, the Funko Pop aisle to see what they got. Or, if you're into action figures, you go see Marvel Legends or you go see the DC, action figures or whatever it is. Like us right now, we collect the cards, like you go to the cards
Exactly.
section. And so yeah, it just kind of becomes part of who you are. But yeah, in the next 5 to 10 years, definitely. And if it's not Funko Pops, if it's something else, I still see myself collecting something.
Yeah, definitely. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Now, how do you feel when Funko overdoes it? They overdo it with the same pop over and over. Like, they come out with a comment and then they do a flocked, a glow in the dark, metallic. How do you feel how when they do that?
What are you talking about, AJ? Funko never does that. I'm just kidding. Uh, I feel that it is definitely they. It's just it gets so oversaturated so quickly, and it's too much. I feel they
Yeah.
shouldn't do it. A person whenever we buy collectibles, something like that, it feels good whenever you buy it, and then it's yours. And if it sells out, it sells out. It's just that one run of that collectible. But then when you keep like producing that same collectible in different variants and the same body over and over again, it gets boring, I guess. If I don't think there's another way to say it. So yeah, I think overall whenever Funko starts doing that, that's when you're like, do I want to get another Super Saiyan Vegeta, but this time not the gold chrome, not the blue chrome, but the red chrome? You're like, that's too much. So yeah, I number one think it's too much, and it could get boring. You could get bored quickly of collecting the same thing over and over again, because especially if you're a completionist and you need to have every single pop of DBZ or something,
Yeah.
that's impossible nowadays.
Yeah, like that's me with certain lines because one of my favorite videos of yours is when you did like your randomized pops currently completed.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that is, man. I that's an old one. I did that one way back. I feel like it's an old one now.
Yeah, because that one was one of my favorite videos because I was loving the randomized pops myself, but like you said, I have the complete set right now, all the glow in the darks, and even though they come out with another one, I'm like I have to get it because I love the randomized line, even though I don't want to get it.
That's how it is. And for me, to be honest with you, I had to stop with the Venomized line. I decided to, you know what? Because something else took over it. Like now I want to finish this set or I want to complete this set. So, unfortunately, one thing's for sure. Even though like we collect Funko Pops and stuff like that, you can't collect everything.
True.
And I think it's just going to be impossible. You can't do everything. So whenever it comes to like if something catches my eye and I really want to do it, I'll have to put Funko Pops to the side, or I'll have to put cards to the side to get that certain figure, that certain thing that I want. So yeah, it kind of, you really don't have a budget when you're a collector, but at the end of the day, like if I see something I like or I want, I go out and get it. But you can't get every single thing, at the end of the day.
No, yeah, true. When you speak of that, do you consider it collectibles or toys? Because I know like some people like to consider them toys, but like us, for us, it's collectibles. How do you feel like when they say that, or like what do you think like they are?
Um, and you're talking about Funko Pops or just in general, like
In general, yeah, like statues or like action figures that people can make consider toys and whatnot.
I think, well, overall, it's collectibles. It's not a toy. But for me, like if you call it, let's say if you call it just like if we're having a conversation, we're talking about pops or we're talking about action figures or whatever. Like I'll call it a toy just cause like just to like, oh yeah, hey man, that Marvel Venom toy that you got, it's pretty cool and stuff like that. Like I'll use the word toy,
Mhm.
but it's more like a collectible for sure. It's not a toy that you can just play around. Like back in the days, I remember I used to have a whole bunch of. Well, I had a few like Power Rangers.
Mhm.
Back then, I like those were the coolest thing. Like for me and every kid that I went to school with, we all wanted to get Power Rangers. But those are like beat up. The arms are broken, the legs is sometimes torn off, or you switch around body parts. Whatever, I don't know. Like that to me is more of a toy, but a collectible you want to keep it like pristine. You want to keep it sometimes in the box, or if you take it out of the box, you take care of it, you put it in a shelf or something. So yeah, I would say definitely there is a difference, between toys, collectibles, and yeah, what we do, I think, yeah, everything we have is mostly collect. I would say it's a collectible versus a literal toy. I guess I don't know if that made sense.
No, no, yeah, it does. Like me,
Yeah.
I basically keep them in box.
Hmm.
I do have a few out of box. Like I have like only two Marvel Legends out because I don't have that much room and like, but like mainly I'm an inbox collector
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
me. Oh, go ahead.
Not. I was just gonna say. Yeah, I kind of started taking some pops out of the box. It's not every single one. Like for example, that this one, if some people, like this is my first pop, but for me, it's just I'll keep it out of the box. It's something that my wife and I remember, like, oh, that's the very first pop we got. But yeah, I got used to taking them out of the box. But I guess it didn't happen immediately because for my first year, I guess, of collecting Funko Pops, or year and a half, everything was inside the box. I never took anything out of the box. So is it the same for you? Did you? How do you feel right now with Funko Pops, out of the
Well,
box or in the box?
I feel like some need to be like in box, like protected, especially like if you have like high grails, like grail ones. And I
Right.
feel like there are certain pops, that will look good out of box. Like you just have it
True.
display on a shelf or like on your desk. It just looks really, really nice, like right there out of box.
That is true. Yeah, like a lot of those Venomized pops we were just talking about, they look cool out of the box. Especially like if you have like a glow in the dark pop, or one of those different variants. They definitely look better, when you have them together or something, and you have them out of the box. Like especially if they're glow in the dark, you can put like UV light or something and make a really nice display. So
No,
yeah,
definitely.
some of them definitely look better out of the box.
Yeah, like there's a few collectors that have like its own shelf for glow in the dark pops, and like they put like what are they called, like lights around the box,
Yeah,
and like
true.
that just looks like really nice. I
Yeah.
mean, those are goals right there, but like me right now don't have that space.
Yeah, it takes time. I would say it takes time to fix your collection, or display it the way you want to display it. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to display all my stuff.
Yeah, like I see like behind you all those 6-inch pops. Like, do you plan on getting like a shelf for them soon?
That's a good question. I need to. Yeah, because I didn't know what to do with those. But right now I'm thinking about, like, should I get another DTOF, which is one of the glass shelves,
Mm.
to put more statues,
Oh yeah,
or figures. Like, I'm getting a few different action figures right now. So I'm debating if to get another one of those, or get another like bookshelf for maybe these back here. Yeah,
yeah.
the 6-inch pops.
What are some of your favorite pop lines to collect? Like I know, mostly you is anime, but like, what's your other favorite lines to also collect?
I would say besides anime, it'll definitely be Star Wars for sure. And I do a little bit of everything with Star Wars. I think the only set that I have complete for Star Wars is Clone Wars, if I'm
Mm.
not incorrect. I might know. I think I'm missing the Ahsokas, but Star Wars is definitely one, and the other one between, yeah, like Marvel select things. Like I really like some of the Spider-Mans and Iron Mans that
Yeah,
Marvel does. So sometimes I get like that Iron Man, the PX previews glow in the dark. I think we got that one right.
yeah.
That one's nice. You know, so I'm getting that one. My GameStop actually called me like yesterday or something like that, and they told me that it's in, so I got to pick it up. Um, so that, and then oh, Batman, but specifically Batman, and it's only certain Batman pops. I'm not getting every single Batman.
Yeah, because there's a lot. There's a lot.
There is way too much.
Yeah, especially like the ones they did with Chrome this past year, the pink and then the what is it like a teal one. Like
Exactly.
for me, I just can't do Chrome at all.
Yeah, I was doing it for like the Vegetas for a little bit. I had all the Vegetas and then some of the Batmans. But then with Batman, you know, you got the green chrome and the blue chrome one. Those are really up there. And so I was like, do I really want to spend that much money on a chrome Batman Funko Pop, you know? And at
Yeah,
the end of the day, my the answer was gonna be no for me. I wasn't gonna spend that money. So, you know, that's why I pick and choose what I want to get for each lineup.
yeah,
Hmm.
like myself, I only have certain lines complete, but like in like from the Marvel line, and
Hmm.
like there's some other sets. Like I just want to get the ones I like.
Right. Yeah.
Like me, you know, I love the Fantastic Four, so I have that currently completed. The Venomized, the Marvel 80 years. You know, I keep certain sets complete, and
Yeah.
other ones like you know, I just the ones that look cool to me, the ones I really like.
Yeah. Yeah. It gets like that. You know, you gotta pick and choose.
Yeah. What are some of your favorite stores to buy? You know, Funko Pops or statues from, like online or in store.
When it comes to Funko Pops, I'm definitely gonna say GameStop. That one is my favorite because of the ability, you know, you can pre-order at GameStop, you know, and that's a good thing. Sometimes GameStop has more than Funko Pops. Like sometimes they have like they do Marvel Legends, they do the Star Wars Black Series, you know, and you can pre-order some of those there at GameStop. So I would say number one for Funko Pops and other things would be GameStop, and after that, that's about it. Because for like different figures, it's either a local comic shop actually that I go to. I buy different figures. It's called Bedrock City Comics. Um, that's where I go to buy like different kind of figures, like statues. Sometimes you know an action figure. But if it's not, yeah, if it's not GameStop or Bedrock, it'll be online. I'll just go online on a website.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now you mentioned you know you collect statues and like other things too. Like what are some of your favorites like to collect? Like whether it's from statues or like maybe Marvel Legends or anything else.
Um, so right now, um, well, I guess the obvious one would be Nendroids. You know,
Yeah.
like after Funko Pops and stuff like that, because that's the second thing, the second biggest part of our collection. I would say probably Nendroids. We have a good amount of Nendroids, you know. So, so I would say Nendroids. That would be my go-to. And besides, yeah, besides that, I'm kind of getting into Figma a little more. So that'd probably be the next one, you know. But yeah, when it comes to statues wise, there's a couple of different ones, but I would have to look and see like because they're different companies, you know. Um, but yeah, besides that, besides Pop, I think it'll be Nendroids.
Like you know I see like everyone getting like on that train. You know getting Androids like I'm looking to get myself one soon. I seen the Spider-Man one, and like I'm like
Hmm.
starting to playing you and Jupe's vids. like, like what caught your attention with the Nendroids?
They can be addicting. I'll say that. But what caught my attention, I would go and say it. you know how it's because they look chibi and kind of cute and stuff like that. So I think that's why they catch most people's attention also. You know, they look so cute and so small, and they're like your favorite characters from an anime or a show or whatever. So I think that's definitely like a big point of me wanting to get certain androids. Like right now, I would like I still need to complete the My Hero Academia set of the androids. But that would be one line that I would want to complete, you know, of the My Hero Academia androids. But yeah, the I guess just that they're so small and cute and stuff like that. But that price point, you know,
Yeah,
it holds me back from buying multiple at a time.
yeah. Because I've seen that some of them do get a little expensive.
Yeah, they can definitely get up there.
Yeah, definitely. Um, when it comes to androids, is it pretty much anime, or do you get like, or do you have like any others that maybe from your childhood, like I know Russell, I know like he did a video that he got a Zelda one, Link.
Mm.
Like, do you have like any of those?
So, if I'm being honest with you, from what I'm thinking about and looking at, it's mostly anime actually. It's actually all, if not mostly, it's going to be all anime for our Nendos.
Always anime.
Yeah, I've looked at a couple different ones. Like yeah, I know they have some of the Marvel ones. Like I kind of like the. I think I was looking at the Iron Man ones. They have a good one, the Spider Man one. But then I always prefer to go, you know, with an anime.
Yeah.
Same thing with my wife. We prefer to go with an anime. So yeah, it's gonna be mostly anime, and that's what it is.
Now you know you and your wife, you both love anime. Do you have like almost your entire house filled with a lot of anime stuff?
Um, we have stuff, but it's mostly in one room right now,
Mm.
and and yeah, there is things, you know, in our place right now where we have like, you know, something or a poster or a wall scroll put up, but yeah, it's mostly like in the room where I record. That's where most of the stuff is going to be at.
I mean, do you have like any other places in your house, like like maybe some stuff scattered around or anything?
Yeah, like right now behind me,
Hmm.
this is kind of like next to the living room in a sense. Those are there. Um, Besides that, we do have like a bookshelf with manga in the living room as well. Um, but yeah, just little things like that. I guess besides the room where I record, it'll be like little bookshelf and and yeah, that's it. Just a couple things scattered around. And but besides that, just your normal looking place.
No, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, main question: what inspired you to do? Excuse me, a YouTube channel. Like, did you do? Did you maybe decide one day like, oh, you know, a lot of people are showing off their collections or anything else. Like did it just call to you like, okay, I'm gonna do this one day?
So when it comes to YouTube, I actually started my YouTube in with gaming. If you go back to my very first videos in my channel, I still have those videos up. I'm always debating if to take them down or not. But I started with gaming because I thought I was gonna be the, I don't know, the next PewDiePie or whatever, you know. And I love playing games, but I know that was never gonna happen. But you know, after a little bit, I was like, you know, gaming is fun, but I'm the only one having fun, you know, like actually doing it. And then, you know, I wasn't getting a lot of views or anything like that, also. So I kind of just let my foot off the gas when it comes to gaming. And then I ran across a couple of different channels, you know, that were doing Funko Pops and stuff like that. And just to name some of the first channels that I started watching, that, you know, were Funko Pop creators, was Franklin FM McInnes. I don't know if you heard of him.
Oh
He
yeah,
does
yeah,
the Funko News and all that. He was one
yeah,
of the
yeah.
first channels I started watching. Nerd Therapy. I don't know if you heard of them. that
Oh
I've
yeah.
always been so envious of, their collection, what they have and the statues.
Oh
And
yeah.
I love their channel. And um, besides that, Top Pops was definitely there too. Eventually, I got into watching Top Pops because he's always been so big, when it comes to Funko and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then from there, I started meeting different people and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to like my YouTube channel, how I went to Funko Pops, I literally just said, man, you know what? This seems pretty fun. They're out there hunting for pops. They're, this collect. Why do people have this, collection of figures and Funko Pops? And so, from listening to FM to, Nerd Therapy, watching them hunt, and then I started seeing all these different channels. I'm like, man, I want to go ahead and do this. And I gave it a shot one day, and and that's that. I think my first Funko Pop video was I believe it was the GameStop exclusive Rick and Morty box. I think that was the very first Funko video, like an unboxing type of video that I did. But yeah, I mean, for me, YouTube has always been like a way for me to have fun, for me to just share something that I enjoy doing, I guess. And that's really um, the way I've looked at it, throughout these couple years, that I've had the channel. Um, but yeah, that's kind of how it went for me.
Yeah. Because basically with me too. Because when you start a channel, this what we have with other people the same interest. You just meet a lot of great people in this community that you just become great friends with, become like brothers and everything. Like it just amazes me. Like like myself. I'm a part of this now, and like
Mhm.
I finally had the chance to talk to you because like I mentioned, been a huge fan of your videos, and I'm like we're like brothers now, and like it amazes me like that. This is what this community is all about and everything.
Yeah, I totally agree with that too, and shout out, you already know, I'm part of the Funko Collector Society, and a lot of us are part of that same group of people. And I guess the point is, you get to meet, I think, great people in this community. So far, I've had mostly positive experiences, with the Funko community. But yeah, I definitely agree with you. You get to meet great people. I met you, bro, and
Yeah,
you're the GOAT. You're the greatest of all time, man. So
nah, bro.
hey, I'm humbled to know you, man. You're a great guy, and yeah, I agree with that, man. You meet some amazing people in this community.
Yeah, definitely. Now, I want to get to know Henry, not Nakama, but Henry.
All right, not too
Like
much though.
and not too much, not too personal, but
I'm just kidding. No, yeah,
like,
shoot.
what kind of kid were you? Were you like that kid that was enjoying himself with his toys, watching all these anime on TV? Were you like the quiet type, or did you have like a big group? Like, did you have like a big group of friends around you?
Uh, nah. I was always, I would like, I guess when people do ask me that question, like I've always just been that I'm just your normal dude, just a dude. And
Yeah,
overall, I've mostly been, I've kept to myself. I've never had like an enormous group of friends or anything like that. Like if I have friends, they're mostly selective, like um, but besides that, yeah, I've always just been to myself. Like I said before, I didn't really collect, figures or anything like that. It was mostly, yeah, either me watching anime like on the computer. Everybody knows that. Everybody used to watch anime on the PC, like Kiss Anime or whatever, um, or on TV, whenever it played. But yeah, besides that, I've always kept to myself. I've had friends, that I liked anime or like the stuff that I like as well. But yeah, like I said, it's mostly been like selective people overall. And
yeah.
honestly, like I've met so many more friends online, that I've have, sometimes here, physically.
Oh yeah. to me that's the same way because
Yeah.
myself, I was like bullied as a kid. Didn't really have a lot of friends around.
Yeah.
Like when I started collecting, like Transformers was like a huge part of my childhood. I kept that to myself, and like I didn't really have like friends or anything that enjoyed the same thing I did. So
Yeah.
years later, I just like I want to do something soon to have like friends like have the same interests in.
Right.
So because I mean when it comes to this, we all have like the same things in common, mostly all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the cool part, that's and then we can connect this way also, we get to hang out with each other, make, collab together and make content together, and yeah, man, you get to meet some great people throughout this whole journey of collecting.
Yeah, definitely. Like me, I only have like two friends that I can talk to about collections or Funko or anything Marvel,
Yeah.
and like the rest of them, they're like, what the hell are you talking about? I don't understand. Like, do
Yeah.
you have like those type of friends or people around you?
Yeah. So, like most of the time, like I guess the obvious answer would be like family. Sometimes your family, they're not gonna be into the stuff you're into, like the anime or Funko Pops, or whatever it is. So yeah, but um, I guess I outside of like family and stuff like that, most of the people that I hang out with, they're kind of into the same things as well. And I guess it's because throughout time, I choose the people I want to hang out with, or I choose the people I want to talk to, and stuff like that. And yeah, so throughout time, I guess, I've met people, and those people are still friends, where we have similar taste, and things and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. Like,
Yeah.
what does your family, your parents tell you when you get like another Funko Pop? Like myself, my parents they call them dolls,
Yeah.
and and, and I hate that.
No, I feel you. It's the same thing. I come from a Hispanic family, and yeah,
Mhm.
when my mom sees a Funko Pop, it's like, "Y ese juguete," or like that toy. That's what she says in Spanish. Like she calls it a toy. So we were just talking about like toys, the difference between toys and collectibles. Yeah, your parents and like my parents, for example, if they see pops, they're like, "Ay, que estás agarrando más juguetes?" Or you're getting more toys. Like you're filling your room with toys. So yeah, the people treat it different. They see it differently for sure. You know, um, Compared to you, the way we see it.
No, yeah, true. Like my brother, man, like he has like almost his entire house filled with toys as well, collectibles.
Man, what does he collect?
He collects like a little of everything.
Okay,
Um, he doesn't have that many Funko Pops, but he has a little. He has like Ghostbusters, Transformers,
nice.
uh, Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z. Um, his main collection is Star Wars. He loves Star Wars. Like Marvel, like he does a little bit of everything.
Yeah, yeah, and Star Wars is yeah, that's a dangerous hole too because there's so much stuff. Same
Oh
thing
yeah,
with Marvel. It's like they make so much stuff, relating to that universe, or that series, in Marvel or Star Wars or whatever. That yeah, you got to pick and choose then what to collect in Star Wars or what to collect in Marvel. So, but yeah, so your brother, damn. So Star Wars, yeah, that's definitely big. And
yeah.
does he do like the Black Series and stuff like that? I don't know if I heard you say that.
Um, I think he does. I remember I got him one Black Series figure for Christmas one year,
Okay,
and I think after that I think he got like a few of them. Yeah,
nice. Okay, gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that's
it's
cool.
just crazy. Like all of this, my background, your videos, my videos, everyone's like, it's insane. It's never
Yeah.
ending.
Hmm. And that's how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna be until I don't know. I'm not stopping anytime soon, so I don't know.
Well, do you think like you might slow down a bit, or like to be very very selective, or like or even like at one point might sell them, like
Mhm.
to buy other things?
Definitely, for sure. I'm doing that. I what the first thing you said. I'm being selective right now as it is. I don't buy every single Funko Pop that attracts me the way I used to back then. Back then, like if it was 2018 me, STCC and stuff like that, I wanted to get every single pop that they were releasing, for STCC. So I was going to Hot Topic, I was going to GameStop, I was going to Barnes and Noble, trying to hunt everything down, But of course, that definitely slowed down with me throughout time. And yeah, right now I'm definitely being selective. And yeah, when it comes to selling, definitely I sometimes sell stuff part of the collection or Funko Pops that I may have, so I can add something else that I want more, than that thing that I'm getting rid of. Um, but yeah.
No, definitely. Let's see. Growing up, us kids, our parents, they buy us toys and everything. Do
Yeah.
you still have some of those toys, or maybe not, like right now with you, like years later?
So no, I don't. And that was the thing, because I had, like I mentioned to you, I come from a Hispanic family, and they didn't really buy me, like the toys or anything like that. And so I didn't really have many. Like I didn't have parents that, like I've heard some people sometimes they say, oh, my dad, he's been collecting comic books, and he left me this many comic books, or this, and now it's part of my collection. I never really had parents that were into the kind of stuff that I'm into right now. So for me, I feel like I'm fresh. I'm like barely starting. So my
Yeah.
kids are gonna have a huge collection.
Oh yeah.
If I still have a whole bunch of this stuff, and if they want it later on, then they can figure out what to do with it.
Ándale, hijo, son para ti cuando estás
Yeah,
mande.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, as a kid, I didn't. Nah, I don't really have anything. Most of everything is brand new. Stuff that I've collected in the last couple of years or so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like me, the only toys I ever kept were the Transformers.
Nice. You did mention that that was one of your favorite things, and for a lot of
Yeah.
people, they collect Transformers. What kind of Transformer figures do you have?
I have a lot. I like
Really?
right now. I mostly collect the movie stuff.
Okay, nice.
Like I have like from the second movie, Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon,
Okay,
Age of Extinction, and The Last Night. And like, what was it, like last year or so? I started getting to the studio series.
okay,
But like I get selected with those though.
got you.
Like
Okay,
like last one I got was the Road Buster from Dark of the Moon.
okay, nice.
Yeah.
Which one is which one is that? Do you have one in hand right now or close to you?
He's in the closet.
No, it's cool. Don't worry about it. And because I
Yeah,
was
I
gonna ask you, do you do the? Because they do have like build-a-figures, right, of Transformers that you can like build up and build down. Like you can how do I want to say it? You can like transform them into like the vehicle or whatever they can transform into, and then also into their robot form. You know what I mean?
no, yeah, I seen those. I think I have one of them.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna show you a picture of which one.
Yeah.
See if you can see it. So it's that one.
Ooh, that looks nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. I like that. And so, can that one transform into like his robot form and his vehicle form?
No, yeah, he does.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember Dark of the Moon.
So I've seen most of the Transformer movies, but I want to say like after the third one, I didn't pay much attention.
Mm.
But Dark of the Moon, yeah, I remember seeing it. But if you ask
Yeah,
me what it's about, I won't be able to tell you like what the story's about.
yeah, he was one of the NASCAR Transformers.
Okay. Okay.
I think they were called the Wreckers. It was
Oh,
him with two other ones.
okay. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Nice. Yeah, but those were cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't even ask me how much Transformers I have now.
You have a lot.
Yeah, I have like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, like five, 6 boxes filled with Transformers.
Damn. That's a lot. Like, damn. That's crazy.
And it just sucks though, I can't display them out here because I don't have the room.
Yeah. That's what sucks. Eventually you collect so much of a certain thing, you don't have the room or you don't know where else to put it. And then you want to keep collecting, but nope, you gotta eventually like slow down and be like, all right, what am I gonna do with all this?
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah,
No, but
yeah,
but
go ahead.
like you
I'm sorry.
said, but no, it's all right. But like you said, once we grow older and have kids, I don't know. Maybe I might give them to my kid. I don't know.
I don't know, because right now, like speaking like of Funko Pops, there is certain Funko Pops that I don't see myself selling or trading or anything, anytime soon. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep them for, but yeah, I don't know, like depending on what I decide to do down the road.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, eventually I'm probably gonna leave it to my kids. Like, here you go, kids. Thousands of dollars worth of toys.
Speaking of that, I'll just take them to the grave with me. Forget my kids. I spent so much. I spent so much money and time building it. I'm like, just to give it away to my kid. No, I'm taking it to the grave with me.
That's another choice. You're right.
You know, what kind of person are you? Like, if someone talks bad about you or your wife, do you just like get angry, like attack them back or anything?
I mean, if it's face to face, definitely. I'm gonna defend myself and my wife,
Yeah.
whoever, and yeah, I mean, also like if it's you mean like social media or something like that, or well, I guess yeah, right, like social media,
Oh,
YouTube, or
yeah,
drama
well,
wise.
well, in general, yeah, like if it's face to face or online.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody's like talking smack or something, I'm definitely gonna at least I'll be like, all right, dude, like what's going on, like hey, what's the problem? I would try to find out like what's the deal with the guy or the person, whatever it is. Um, but yeah, most of the time I guess like I said, I try to keep to myself or I try to stay on my lane. But yeah, I haven't had any bad experiences with anybody
Yeah.
as of
Just
now.
like, yeah. No, same here, yeah. Because, I mean, I have heard and like seen some drama take place. Like, it just gets crazy.
Yeah, but it's like that everywhere. There's always going to be, in my opinion, there's always going to be drama or people and it's just people with different opinions. Everybody's going to have a different opinion, but yeah, we just got to learn to respect each other's opinions and move forward.
No, yeah, but that's the thing, you know. I mean, you know, everyone has an opinion, but it doesn't mean that like you should attack that person like with your opinion. Like it should be like this, it should be like that. You know, it should just stay to yourself.
Yeah, yeah. I think if there's like a line, and like I guess it just goes back to like treat others the way you want to be treated. Like it goes, I guess, back to the basics. Just treat others the way you want to be treated. Respect each other.
Yeah,
But yeah, when you cross that line, when somebody goes beyond that and starts disrespecting people and starts saying things and this and that, like, yeah, that's when you got to be like, yo, come on, man. Like, that's when you would say, come on, it's just toys, or come on,
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
collectibles. There's really, at the end of the day, no bigger meaning, behind what we do. So yeah, when it's drama, it is what it is. It's, in my opinion, like I said, gonna be everywhere. But yeah, you just gotta learn to deal with it.
Yeah, you know, yeah, definitely. Like, you know, like myself, you know, I had two friends tell me before, you know, why don't you just sell your collection and just like save up for like another car or like for a house, like just sell them all, you know. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about, man?
Yeah, I mean, those things are good. Um, but at the end of the day, like if you like this, like collecting Funko Pops and stuff like that, and I don't know, like when it comes to that, like I'm me, and if I want to do something, I'll go out and do it. Of course, I'm not gonna go out and do something dumb or crazy or illegal, something immoral, I guess I want to say,
Yeah,
but it's collecting, and it's a hobby. It's a hobby at the end of the day, and we just do it for fun. We just do it because we like it. We want to have fun. We enjoy it, and
yeah,
that's just it at the end of the day. And then after that, you can still do those things too. Save for a car, save for a house, and yeah, that's just being an adult. Just
yeah.
you gotta balance it out, and it's tough, but that we all gotta do it. We all gotta do it.
No, and like you say, yeah, you know, it's hard, especially that tours are our life.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man, like, yeah, definitely. Now, when it comes to you, um, do you trust people easily? Like, do you keep your circle small?
Um, I would say yeah. But most of the time I try to be a nice guy, and but there's times also where you have to be firm, where you have to be strong, you have to be, a certain kind of way. Like there is people out there that unfortunately, it's like, kind of like what we were saying, they want to do something bad, they want to do something evil. So we got to watch out for those kind of people. But um yeah, mostly thankfully mostly everybody that we've met that I've met in this community, and Leslie and I too, even here, physically, people we know, it's always been positive experiences. But if there is like a negative experience or somebody that just isn't right, or we don't like something they do, then usually, like, I tend to notice it and I'm like, I'd rather not mess with that person. I'd rather not you know mess with that problem or situation or that guy or that girl, whatever it is,
Yeah,
and yeah, just stay away from it at the end of the day.
definitely, because you know, because if you do mess with it, you know, it's just gonna like mess you up, you know,
Hmm.
physically, mentally. Like at the end of the day, you just want to keep doing you, stay
Yeah.
positive, you know, stay in your lane,
Yep.
just live your best life the way you're gonna live it.
Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's all
Yeah,
about being happy. It's all about
yeah,
being happy with. with you and those around you.
No, definitely. Gotta keep all that negativity out,
Yeah, screw that negativity, man.
for real. Because, me personally, like, sorry if I get a little personal, but, I've been dealing with depression for a long time, and, until I found happiness in Funko Pops. Because me as a kid, one of my favorite things that I got into was Marvel. Like my first Marvel Funko Pop was Captain America when the
Yeah,
Civil War line common, and from there it just grew. And like these plastic still makes me happy, like
yeah,
the depression just leads it away. Like I'm pushing it away because right now this is what makes me happy. Meeting you and all the guys like Feds, Timothy, all of them. Just being happy, being silly.
hmm,
Talking about all the interests that we have. It just made me feel like really good and better for myself. I mean,
yeah,
I feel like I was missing that.
right. That's what it's all about, and because that's really what it's all about, man. I'm happy for you, man, that you were able to find, I guess, a way to deal with that. Like the depression. You know,
Yeah,
and that way, and it's cool because you also there's people there. It's not only something like other people use different uh, venues, right, or different things to deal with that. But I think this way, like, you're not hurting anybody else. You're not hurting yourself,
right.
and you're with a bunch of friends. You're with a bunch of good guys, that at the end of the day just want to have fun, So that's good, man. I'm happy for you. That's a good thing. That's a really good thing.
No, definitely.
And just keep doing it, man. Keep doing it because if it makes you happy, if you feel good about it, when you do it, definitely keep doing it.
No,
Just
definitely, bro.
Just don't go spending all your money on it though. I've done it before, and I
It's
think
it's good.
we all have like we get that check, and then what the heck? What happened to my check?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, it makes us happy, man, and
Yeah,
that's what matters, and we get to share with each other and stuff. And that's what it's
yeah.
all about.
Definitely, bro. Definitely, bro.
Yeah.
Um, I think we're about to wrap this up already.
All right.
So, I want to thank everyone who tuned in. Timothy, K. Titus. There was any other people. Glad you were able to tune in. I was proud, humbled, honored to have Nakama here, my brother Henry. Finally able to sit down, have a one on one with him. Like I was like really, I was really overjoyed. I don't know the word, but like I was like to have him here. Because like I mentioned, I've been a fan of his videos for like 2 years, like a long time already, and like finally glad I was able to like talk with this guy one on one. Like I have no words. Seriously.
No, man. Hey, like I said, I thank you, bro, for giving me this opportunity. To jump on your channel and talk to you. I definitely want to get to know you a little bit better too. Like I said, I apologize for the lateness, but
Cool,
man,
bro.
I'm just humbled to be here, man. Thank you, appreciate you for having me.
Yeah, bro. Definitely. All right. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Thank you for tuning in.